India embarked on a major overdrive in 2022 to significantly bolster its overall military powers and focus on its strategic goal in South Asia, as transgression in the India-Tibet-China border, Tawang sector of India by the Chinese PLA troops amid the unresolved eastern Ladakh border standoff renewed the focus on the looming threat from China along the frontier. The Indian troops guarding nearly 3,500 kilometers line of actual control, or the LAC, maintain an assertive approach in sync with the broader national security doctrine of India and procured a variety of military platforms and weapons to enhance their combat capabilities. A fresh clash in the youngster area of Arunachal Pradesh, the state of India, in the Tawang sector on December 9, 2022, the renewed focus on the China's desire has been continued. In the year, India expanded military cooperation with almost all friendly countries in South Asia in the face of China's consistent attempt to increase its influence in the region. As India's national security planners devised strategies to deal with the security challenge facing the country, India's armed forces started procurement of significant numbers of military platforms and weapons including light tanks, anti-ship missiles, long-range guided bombs, futuristic infantry combat vehicles, mounted gun systems, and different types of drones. In October of 2022, India tested a ballistic missile fired from its indigenously built nuclear-powered submarine, the INS Arihant, which was seen as a major milestone to further boost the country's strategic strike capabilities. India has become only the sixth country, alongside the US, Russia, the UK, China, and France, to have nuclear-powered submarines armed with the ballistic missile. It might be too late for India, as China rapidly expanding its fleet of navy. In December 2022, India successfully test-fired the nuclear-capable ballistic missile Agni-5 that can strike targets at a range up to 5,000 kilometers. If needed, it can be extended to 8,000 kilometers. The Agni-5 project is aimed at boosting India's nuclear deterrence against China, which is known to have missiles like Dongfang 41 having ranges between 12,000 to 15,000 kilometers. Agni-5 can bring almost the entire Asia, including the northernmost part of China, as well as some regions in Europe, under its striking range. In the year, India also carried out a test firing of the extended range versions of BrahMos missiles, Prithvi-II missiles, Agni-4, Agni-3, and Helena missiles. The Indian Army has also been focusing on enhancing infrastructure along the LAC, from the construction of roads, bridges, and ammunition depots to bolstering its surveillance apparatus. The Indian Army is ramping up military infrastructures at a rapid pace for the quicker mobilizations of their troops. In September of 2022, India commissioned India's first indigenously built aircraft carrier, INS Vikrant, which made the country a part of one of the allied groups of nations capable of manufacturing aircraft carriers above 40,000 tons category. Indian Navy said the aircraft carrier will be able to play a role in ensuring peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific region. And in another improvement, according to the terrorization plan, each of the terror commands will have units of Army, the Navy, and the Air Force, and all of them will work as a single entity looking after security challenges in a specified geographical territory under an operational commander. In a boost of India's focus on defense indigenizations, India started the manufacturing facility of European C-295 military transport aircraft for the Indian military on October 30, 2022. India's Tata Group will manufacture 40 C-295 medium transport aircraft at the facility in the cooperation with the global aerospace major Airbus under the provisions of Indian rupees 21,935 crores deal that the two firm inked last year of 2022 to supply the planes to the Indian Air Force. The contract with the government is for supplying 56 aircraft, and Airbus will deliver the first 16 planes in flyaway conditions from its final assembly line in Spain between September of 2023 and August of 2025. The Indian Air Force inducted the first fleet of indigenously built light combat helicopter, or the LCH, Prashant, a 23-year after the need for such a lethal platform for mountain warfare was felt following the Kargil conflict with Pakistan. developed by the state-run aerospace major Hindustan Aeronautics Limited of India, the 5.8-ton twin-engine chopper is armed with anti-air missiles, 20mm turret guns, and rocket systems, and is capable of destroying enemy tanks, bunkers, drones, and other assets in high-altitude regions. In 2022, the Indian Defence Ministry also revealed a slew of reform initiatives to make India a hub for manufacturing defence equipment and platforms. It also approved the procurement of several military platforms and weapons, including the light tanks, anti-ship missiles, and long-range guided bombs, for Indian rupees of 84,328 crores to boost the combat capabilities of its armed forces. The year also saw India ramping up overall defence cooperation with several leading countries including the US, France, the UK, Germany, and Japan. So what do you think? Why do you think China is scared of India's military development at the border of India-Tibet-China border? Can India be more powerful than China in the coming years? India should comprehend the situations along its unsettled western and northern border as a two-front contingency and prepare for it accordingly, said the Indian Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary on Sunday, referring to the possible challenge from the collusive military threat from China and Pakistan. While talking to the Indian news media Economic Times of India, the Indian Chief of Air Staff said, India could be attacked on all fronts, starting from the military standoff to the information manipulations and blackouts in the future, and its security doctrines and capabilities will have to cater to such possibilities. To a specific question on whether Russian aggression against Ukraine could encourage China to take more aggressive posture along the line of actual control, the Chief of Air Staff said, the effects of the global events and the geopolitical development on India's engagement with Beijing are being assessed continually across the wide range of domains at all levels. When the Indian news media Economic Times of India asked what the role the Indian Air Force can play in the Indo-Pacific, the Indian Air Chief Marshal said it is committed to playing its part in ensuring freedom of navigation and progression of rule-based order in the region with the country's foreign policy. There is a requirement of maintaining peace, tranquility, freedom of movement, and most importantly, equal rights for all nations in the region, irrespective of their size and might. India's growing stature has seen its convergence not only with the like-minded nations, but also with the global stakeholders in the Indo-Pacific. Alongside, the UAE Air Force aircraft on Friday conducted air-to-air refueling for the Indian Air Force Su-30 MKI fighter jets, so that they could operate their non-stop flight to Egypt, an official statement of India said. The Indian Air Force deeply appreciates the in-flight refueling provided by the UAE Air Force by the multi-role tanker transport aircraft, which assisted the Indian Air Force Su-30 MKI fighter jets in seamlessly undertaking nearly 6 hours of non-stop ferry while proceeding to Egypt for the Tactical Leadership Program, the Indian Air Force said in a tweet. The last few years, India's ties with the UAE has witnessed a major upswing. The UAE Air Force has provided mid-air refueling to several Rafale fighter jets on their journey from France to India. India is procuring 36 Rafale fighter jets from France out of 33 have already been delivered. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe and please support us by clicking the thanks button below our video. Post your comments below. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and a subscribe. Thanks for watching. This is WC Daily. Think big, think different. Bye.